Hello, welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda and today look at this. I'm going to show you how we can make this cross scarf but with our needles. In previous video I show you how you can make it with your hook, but now I want to show you how you can make it with your needles. It is so easy to make, I find. It's so elegant and so beautiful, and I think it will be perfect for these coming holidays. So you can make this idea as a gift or for you. Also, if you want, you can make it wider and longer, and you can make a poncho, both following the same steps. During the video, I will show you, I will give you all my secrets and tips. And before we start, I want to invite all of you to subscribe. If you missed the video where I show you how you can make it with your hook, well, here in the description box below, I will share it. And before we start, I want to invite all of you to subscribe. Remember that it's completely free. Now, let's start. Well, for this scarf in an adult standard size, we will need 100 grams of this material that it's between medium and chunky weight yarn. I don't know if you could see the weight yarn. And then we will use the needles of number 5 millimeters. We will start casting on some stitches and we will start right in the top of our scarf. And we will take our first loop and we will start casting on. I cast on the stitches like this because I feel that with this technique we don't waste any material. So like this we are going to cast on 3 stitches first. Remember that you can use the technique that you feel more comfortable with, but to me this is the easiest. Once we have 3 stitches, we are going to knit them. We are going to make the same stitch all over our project, okay? We will always knit. So once that we finish the first row, we are going to turn around, we are going to pass the first stitch, yarn over, and we are going to knit. And like this is how we are going to increase in each row. So turn around and we are going to pass the first stitch like this. We will turn over, and like this is how we will increase one, and then we will knit the rest. So we will increase always at the beginning. Like this we will continue until at the end we have 25 stitches. Well, here I have, if you count, I have here 25 loops, okay, 25 stitches, and so far we have this shape. Now we are going to reduce. In the coming 4 rows, we are going to reduce so we can make this shape. I don't know if you could see, like this, the shape of our scarf, and I will show you how. So, once we have the 25 stitches, we will take the first 2 loops and we are going to knit them. Then we are going to knit one until we finish, and then when we are about to start the next one, we will reduce, knitting 2 together, and like this in the coming 4 rows. Well, I forgot to mention that it's important that we put a marker here in the first row where we reduce so we don't lose the counting. And then remember that we are going to make this in the coming 4 rows. So here I already finished the first one, so from here we will start the counting. Then remember, when we are finished here, when we are about to start the next one, we are going to knit 2 together, and like this in the coming 4 rows. Well, so here we are. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, and we reduce. Okay, now the next step will be that we will use just the half of our stitches, and then the rest we will keep it here in this hook. If you don't have this stitches holder, or I don't know how to say it, well, you can use a stick, or you can use a hook or a ribbon or so to keep all your stitches there. So we are going to pass the first one, then we are going to take one, and then with the needle we are going to knit the next one. So as you could see, we are alternating. Once we are going to knit one, and once we are going to keep one in this stitches holder. And well, like this, you are going to need one here and keep it in the needle, and then you will take one and keep it in the stitches holder. So like this is how you are going to alternate. You are going to take one from, you are going to need one, and you are going to take one, and you are going to keep it. And like this is how we are going to continue for the rest of the row. Okay, I will do it again so you can see exactly how we are going to keep them. And like this, we will have the half here and the other half in the needle. And well, at the end, I finished having in the needle 9 and in the stitches holders 8. So now we are only going to use and work with the stitches that we have in the needle. And well, we will be very careful to keep all of them here, and well, we will work with the stitches that we have in the needle. So we will turn around. We are going to make the elastic stitch. We are going to make this to reduce this a little bit and to make this shape of a leaf. I don't know if you could see, but what we are going to pass the first one, knit one, then we are going to pour one, then knit one and pour. And like this we are going to continue the whole row, and we will keep this stitch for the next coming rows. And with this number of stitches and with this stitch, the elastic stitch, we are going to make 12 rows, okay? And in the meantime we are going to keep the other stitches here in the stitchers holder, okay? So turn around and then we are going to repeat. And sorry, here I move my camera. Okay, so now we are again here. So we are going to pass the first one, and we are going to pour this one. As you could see, we pour this one in the last row because we have this thread in front, and we need one because we have the thread below. Could you see? So we are going to respect what we made in one row than in the other, and like this we are going to keep with this stitch 12 rows more. And well, remember, here we finished the 12 rows that we made with the elastic stitch. And now we are going to cut the thread, and remember that we had these stitches in hold in the stitches holder. Do you remember? Well, now we are going to use these stitches and we are going to place them back in the other needle. So very careful and slowly we are going to take all these stitches back to the needle. And well, now all the stitches that we have in the other needle, we are going to place them back in the stitches holder, okay? So very careful and also slowly we are going to place them in this stitches holder because well, we will need the other needle to continue with the other side and with the stitch, right? So that's why we are going to take the needle and we'll place these stitches in the stitches holder. Then we are going to leave them there in hold. And now that we have both needles free, we are going to continue with the rest of the stitch. Here we are going to place this new thread to continue right here in the first loop. We are going to make a knot, and right there we are going to continue. Okay, and we are going to basically repeat what we made in the other side. Remember, we are going to make the elastic stitch. So here, making a review, we are going to pass the first stitch, we are going to pour one, we are going to knit one, and remember that we are going to respect what we made in one row to make it in the other. So if we pour one stitch, well, we are going to pour that stitch in the other row too. Okay, so like this is how we are going to alternate, and we are going to make the same number of rows. Remember that we made 12. Well, here we are, and now we have the same number in one side and in the other. We have 12 rows, right? So now we are going to knit all of them. We are going to knit them together again. So we are going to continue with the same stitch that we were making. So we will knit the first one, and we will take one, stitch from here and one stitch from the other side. But guess what? I made a mistake right here because we were supposed to have this free stick, part of the needle facing to the other side. So I will turn, and I forgot. I totally forgot, but now that you know, please don't make this mistake. So we are going to take all these stitches back. Okay, and now, as I told you, we are going to continue. We are going to take one stitch from one side and one stitch from the other side. So here we have our loop. Now we are going to continue knitting the stitches that we have in the stitches holder. So we are going to alternate. Once we will take one from here, and then once we are going to take one in the needle. And like this, we are going to continue alternating and in order, taking one stitch from one side and one stitch from the other side, and we are going to knit all of them. Well, here we finished to knit all the stitches. We will turn around and now we are going to increase. We are going to pass the first stitch and right away we are going to increase one. Then we are going to knit one. Then we are going to knit the second one, and then we are going to increase, and then again we are going to knit two, and then in the next one we are going to increase. So I will finish this row with you. As you could see, here is where I increase. First I insert the needle right in this thread that we have in front, and from there I take the stitch and I increased. Okay, like this is how we are going to continue the whole row. I want to finish this row with you so you can see exactly how it is. So we will knit it two, and then we will increase in the next one. Well, here we are. I have 26 stitches, and now we are going to continue knitting. Okay, so remember that each two rows we create these splits that we have here. Well, see you when we finish and complete 5 pleats here, okay? Well, at the end of these 5 pleats that we have here, well, we are going to continue with the same shape that we made in the other side. I don't know if you remember that here at the beginning we reduced. So we are going to reduce 5 times. So we are going to knit 2 together and then come back with them second one. This is how we pinned off. Okay, we are going to pin off 5 times 5 stitches. This is how we are going to count here. We are going to count these chains. We have 1 2 3 4. Okay, we are going to pin off one more, and then once that we have 5, well, we are going to turn over and knit one, turn over and knit one. We are going to repeat this 5 times. Okay, we will turn over and knit one. So here we have 1 2 3 4 and 5. So now we are going to knit the rest, okay, until we've finished the row. Like this, we are going to knit all of them. Well, at the end of the row, we are going to repeat what we made. Okay, we are going to bind off 5 stitches, and once we finish to bind off these 5 stitches, we are going to turn over 5 times like we made in the last row, remember? And then from there, with those stitches, we are going to complete 5 pleats. Okay, I will show you. So basically we are going to repeat what we made in the last segment. So well, here we are going to first, we finished to bind up 5, then we will turn over like this 5 times, and then we are going to knit the rest. Then we are going to turn around and we are going to complete these 5 pleats like we made with this number of stitches. Remember these 5 pleats, and see you when we finish to make this and complete these 5 pleats. And with this we are going to start having like the zigzag shape that we want, okay? But see you when we finished. Well, so here we finished to make the 5 pleats, and now we are going to repeat what we made. So we are going to pin the 5, then we are going to knit 1, yarn over, and like this 5 times, and then when we finish we are going to knit the rest. Then finish that row, turn around, we are going to pin the 5 and yarn over 5 times and knit the rest. Once we have that, we are going to make 5 pleats, and at the end we will repeat until we have 10 triangles like this one. Well, here we have these 10 triangles. Well, now we need to reduce, so we can cross and pass our scarf through it. Remember that here it's where we made this elastic stitch. But well, before we do that, we are going to reduce to half of the stitches. So we are going to reduce like this, knitting 2 together. Well, at the end we will have something like this. So we have the half of the stitches, right? So now we are going to make the 12 rows of elastic stitch. Okay, we will make the same number of rows that we made, so we can cross our scarf. So remember, we are going to knit 1 and pour 1, knit 1 and pour 1, and like this we are going to repeat this stitch until we have 12 rows. Well, here we finished to make the 12 rows of elastic stitch. Now we are going to repeat this sleeve. We are going to count how many stitches do we have in this side so we can have the same number. And well, I already count and I have 20 stitches. And here I have 9. So if I increase 1, we will make and have 18. So, since the beginning I will increase 1, so at the end I can have 20. So again, did you see how I made it? I create a loop like this. So I insert it in my needle, and then we are going to take 1 and increase 1 by inserting the hook right here in the next stitch. So you see, we knit 1, we increase 1. So that's why I told you that if we take into account only the stitches that we have here, at the end we will end up having 18 and we need to have 20. And well, here at the end we are going to increase the last one to complete and have 20. Okay, so now we will turn around and we are going to repeat the stitch that we made for the leaf. So we are going to pass the first one, we are going to knit the first one, and we are going to knit the rest of the stitches. And well, I don't know if you remember where, but here in this leaf we made 8 rows. Okay, so at the end we can have 4 pleats, and we increase 1 right at the beginning of each row, so we can arrive until here, until the widest part of the leaf. Okay, so we are going to make 4 pleats until here, and we are going to increase 1 right at the beginning of each row. But for now, let's finish this row first with the 20 stitches that we have, and then in the next row we will start increasing 1 in each row. And well, so here we will start increasing always at the beginning of the row. So we are going to try to increase, but not in the edge, so right after. So this is how we are going to increase, and guess what, I made the counting again and I have 19 stitches. So well, here I will increase 1 more to have 20, but well, then we are going to finish the row and in the next row again, and like this until we complete 4 pleats. So well, we have 4 pleats. You see, we increase one always at the beginning of the row. So I want to show you exactly where we are. So I want to place the other leaf so you can see we are in this step. So now we are going to reduce until we finish with 3 stitches like we started right at the beginning of this video. So we are going to reduce 1 in each row. So this is how we are going to reduce. We are going to knit 2 together and we are going to knit the rest. Then at the end of the row, right when we start, we are going to repeat the same. Like this, we are going to repeat 1 in all the rows until we have 3 stitches left. Well, here we have 3 stitches left. So we are going to bind off like this, and then at the end of this stitch we are going to make a knot right there, and with this we finished. So remember that the same way that you are going to make this scarf, this is for an adult, this is a standard size, well, you can make it for a kid making less triangles, okay, and by making less stitches, okay, you will reduce according to the size that you want. Or if in the opposite you want to make this scarf as a poncho, well, you can increase the number of your leaves until you have 60, and then from there you will start reducing, and well, obviously you will make the same in the rest. Okay, look at the back, it looks so beautiful. I love how the triangles look, and as I was telling you, if you want to make this in a larger size as a poncho, here in the leaf you can increase until you have 60 stitches, and everything will increase equally. Okay, so remember that always if you increase in one side, you will increase in the other side too. And like this is how we finished. I hope that you have enjoyed making this project with me. I love it. I tried to make it as clear as I could, but if you have any doubt, please let me know. Well, thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. I love how it looks. Remember that at the end, you are going to hide all the threads that you may have, and I suggest that this project you don't iron it, you just leave it like this. This is ready to wear, and I hope that you make it in all the colors, and that could be an amazing idea for your gift. Please be ready for these coming holidays, and I think that will be an amazing idea for you to make. Don't forget to subscribe, to give me a like, and to share this video if you like it. Take care and see you soon. Bye!